Hey everybody, I am actually coming to you from an unusual place, and I don't know how the sound's gonna go. It's an experiment. We'll see. I'm in San Francisco at Glen Park Station, which is right off of Glen Park BART in south area of San Francisco. Thank you for the thumbs up, Barry Lee. And I apologize, I came out and I forgot my microphone. So as a result, and it says the stream status is bad. I'm like, oh great, I've got 1 star here. So we'll see how this experiment goes, all right? And it says very bad connection. But for reasons I'm not clear of. But it's recording it and you're responding. So on with the show, right? Hey, John Marks. Hey, can everybody hear me? If you've ever been to San Francisco, Glen Park is actually, the sound's not so bad because I can hear myself a little bit. The sound's not so bad. And hey, Joshua, how you doing? Hello, all. And you were just driving in Glen Park just now? Just turn around and come on back. Hey, ML Scott, how you doing? Hello. And I am I don't know what the address is here. All I have to say is that, all of a sudden, it's like when I came in, it was only like half this loud. But as soon as I came in, it was like right behind me, there's a bunch of dudes. I was like, oh, man. Hey, Donis, how you doing? Yeah, Glen Park. Glen Park Station, see? This is the bar. And I'm going to wait for others to come on in. It keeps, sorry about that, it loads and it spins and I'm going to write still here. Still here. Like that. Let me try something here. Hey Steve Macy, how you doing? How are you, Steve? How you doing? Hey Corey, how you doing? Welcome to the Glen Park Station. Welcome to Glen Park Station. And let me see what I can do here as far as getting a better signal. I think I'll hold it up like that. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm near the window. See, take a look at this. I'm actually near the window. See that? See? That's where I'm at. So I'm near the window and getting a very bad connection. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But whatever. I'm at the station. I'm at the Glen Park Station bar in Glen Park, San Francisco. I'm at 2815. I forgot the cross street. Hold on a second. I'll look it up. Hold on a second. I'll look it up. Now I'm spinning. Oh boy. Okay. 28. Let's see here. 2815 Glen Park. Glen Park Station. Hold on a second. Glen Park Station. SF. I'm getting the address right now. It's okay. It's 2901 Diamond Street in San Francisco. That's where I'm at. And like I said, it's been a long time since I've been here. It really has. So, anyway, and so basically, hold on a second. I am just responding, setting things up. Steve, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to do the best I can about this connection, but hey, it is. For those of you on video on demand, I have a great little chat group. It's just cool. I didn't actually think there was going to be a crowd on a Tuesday night, and then I realized it's a local neighborhood place. And when I came in, it wasn't. Okay. and it wasn't. Now it's cool. There are a lot of cool people. It's just that it's not that crowded. Take a look. See? All right. Okay. But the few people who are here are 2901 Diamond. And 2101 Diamond. That's where I'm at. So, as far as what happened today, I thought it was pretty horrible for the media. Hey Barry, how you doing? Hey Barry, if you could hashtag this Raiders, that'd be great. I thought it was very horrible for the media to basically steal my story, but that's what they did. They stole my story, okay? And Jason Cole says, "Hey Zinni, this is Jason. It sure likes the Raiders are deals falling apart. And with the Oakland moving to downtown, that he's staying here." Yeah, thanks, Jason. And, you know, and it's Jason Cole from Bleacher Report chimed in and says, "Hi Zinni, this is Jason. It sure looks like the Raiders are staying in Oakland, and it seems that Las Vegas deal is falling apart." Yeah, and it is. And you know, as I've said, the reason the deal is falling apart because of the costs that have been heaped on the Raiders that they don't have to pay in Oakland. It's not just the relocation fee; it's the $450 million that they have to cough up for off-site transportation costs. Okay, and also it's the parking costs. But get this: this is something else I found out from a friend of mine who's a banker, and he told me, I cannot disclose who he is, because he owns his own bank, basically, all right? But he told me that it may very well be that the Raiders, the loan from Bank of America, might be something that Bank of America can't do. And the reason that Bank of America may not be able to do it, okay, and I'm trying to get confirmation on this, Bank of America is not going to cough up this kind of information, is that the FDIC, the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, has a rule about how many loans you can issue of a certain size with respect to your capital reserves on an annual basis, okay? And the problem is that the loan structure that Bank of America has issued or is threatening to issue for the Raiders is the same one as Atlanta, the same one for the Falcons, and the same one as Cobb County this year, okay? And I'm trying to research to find out what other issues Bank of America, loans Bank of America has put out there within the last 2 years. That may be the issue, problem, because right now Bank of America already has 2 loans out there that together are valued at $1.5 billion, okay? $1.6 billion, no, $1.7 billion. You add the Raiders, you know, to that mix, and you're north of $2 billion. You're looking at almost $2.5 billion in exposed loans, all right? And the question is, what percentage of Bank of America's capital reserves does that consist, and does that bump up against what the FDIC says, hey, you know what, we can't do this? And it may very well be that they're asking the Raiders, Bank of America is saying to the FDIC is saying to Bank of America, you know what, you can't do this right now, you have to wait, okay? You have to wait. And on top of that, everybody, the other problem is that the coverage ratio for that loan for the Raiders is uncertain, because unlike the case of Atlanta, which has $1 billion in sponsorships revenues, okay, guess what? The Raiders have not been able to claim that at all. So, like I said before the deal was approved, and now I've said all during the deal, this deal's going to fall apart. So, hey, there you go. But there's Jason just basically echoing what I've been saying for months, even before the NFL approved the deal. I said to my viewers, you all remember, I said, hey, look, you know, if the NFL approves the deal, I'm just going to sit there and laugh because it's a crappy deal. And here we are. Everybody knows it's a crappy deal. I've chronicled it in great detail. So here you go. So anyway. So Steve Macy says, so let's say the deal falls apart. Do you really think Mark will want to stay in Oakland? He's got a deal with Fortress that, you know what, he can basically execute, okay? He has a deal with the Fortress. There's an ENA that's active. He cannot use the excuse, all right, that, guess what? Oakland doesn't have a plan. Oakland does have a plan. Oakland does have a plan. So you can't use that excuse anymore, Mark Davis and the Raiders. Oakland has a plan, okay? So, and that's the way it is. Oakland has a plan, all right? Corey Brown says, every meet, all I hear is we are on schedule. Well, it's smoke screening. You know, they're smoke screening everything. But look, now the cat's out of the bag, all right? And I'm just right. Hold on a second. Let me see something. It's let me try something here. Hold on a second. There may be a way that I can do this. I'm plugged in here. That's the thing. I got that plug in there, so that's why I'm over here. Maybe it'll improve. Hold on a second. Maybe it'll get better. But I'll hold it up. I can hold it up like that and see what happens. Or maybe if I move it. Let me try something. Hold on a second. Wait a second. Okay. How's that? That's still getting better. I mean, but not much better, okay? So that's how, let's see here. Oh, what happened to the Vegas deal? Yeah, sorry about the connection thing. But as far as the Vegas deal, it is what I told you. You know, and now people are finally acknowledging the fact that this deal is not happening. Jason Cole just chimed in and said, hey, you know what? The Raiders are staying in Oakland, and Vegas is a deal that's not working. It's bad. How many times have I told everybody that? Sorry about the buffering. Let's see here. Trying to get where this is. Yeah, it is. But okay. But that's what's going on. It's still recording. It's still recording. I'm going to keep talking as if. Here's the issue, okay? The other questions you have to ask is, when will the Raiders get to a point where they say themselves, okay, we know this isn't going to work, or because they've got the UNLV deadline, they know it's coming up. It's going to come up in actually May 16th, okay? It's going to come up May 16th. So they've got to ask themselves, all right, when are we going to pull the plug on this? That's what they have to ask. Okay? And my prediction is that, look, we're going to get a better idea of where the deal is at the NFL Fall Owners meeting. And as Eric Guerrero says, just ready for a huge stay-at-home party inning. Yeah, that's right. That's right. And so, a very big stay-at-home party. But the question again is, when will the Raiders tell everybody what I've been saying for months? It's a bad deal. They're in too much debt. It can't work. It can't work. Rick Rice says yes. It's like old Chinese kung fu movies. Oh, it's okay. So anyway, I'm gonna ride it out. So that's what's going on as far as the deal. Hold on a second. Welcome to Zenny62 Live. I am at the Glen Park Station Bar in San Francisco. Your connection might be a little slow, but it will clear up at some point. Now, let's see here. Citron says try to select bar connected to their Wi-Fi. Well, that's the thing. I don't know. Oh, I see what you're getting at. That's interesting. It's John Mark says 49er trolls are jamming the signal. It's still recording though. It's still recording, okay? And it'll clear up at some point. I've got, for example, now I've got 2 dots, whereas I had 1 dot before because I moved over there. All right, and so Google Baby says I need to meet Zenny. Okay, hey, come on down to the station. Come on down to the station. Citron, that's a good idea, but they've got a. It's just happening, okay? I'm going to ignore that and just keep talking about what you're saying, and I know it'll prove it straight out. Here's my point, that again, I believe the big problem is with Bank of America. And Bank of America, there's an idea that Bank of America may not be able to service the loan because they may be overextended in terms of loans, all right? And that may be the problem, okay? So Steve Mason says, will Adelson jump back in? I seriously doubt it at this point, because is he going to write a check for $1 billion, $15 million after what Mark Davis put him through? I doubt it. And John Mark says, I think by the end of the year, the Oakland Raiders will end the Vegas deal. I think it's going to be next year. Now, it certainly makes the upcoming NFL owners meeting interesting in New York, doesn't it? So, Eric Guerrero says, I give 1 year. Well, Eric, they don't have 1 year. Hold on a second. The Raiders don't have 1 year to give up. They've got until May 16th. That's the drop dead date. And if they're not able to do anything, then guess what? The deal reverts to UNLV. Okay, that's what the issue is. Okay, that's what the issue is. The deal reverts to UNLV. And the main bugaboo is the financing agreement. Look, if Bank of America cannot offer them a loan, they can't do the financing. There's no financing agreement. And not only that, if the deal is such that the Raiders don't have financing, there's no reason for the Raiders to sign a non-relocation agreement for the $750 million loan. And to this date, they still haven't signed it, okay? They still have not signed it. Now, Rick Rice says, if the Chargers move back to San Diego, does that mean LA is open to the Raiders? That's a good question. I think that the original resolution, you'd have to look at it and say the original resolution that was crafted in Houston rears its head again. And would the Raiders wind up in Inglewood as opposed to the Coliseum? Here's the thing. The A's are gone. The A's are leaving the Coliseum. The land is the Raiders for the taking. Why would the Raiders just simply jump to LA when they could finally get what they wanted for so long? Their own land. So that wouldn't make any sense. They would be going to Stan Kroenke's stadium and basically being his tenant. They would not have the control of the revenue. Okay? That's Kroenke. So what's the upside of Mark Davis moving to Los Angeles when he already has a deal sitting for him, waiting for him in Oakland that Fortress and Ronnie Lott have crafted, and they both still have the exclusive negotiating agreement to do? All right, that doesn't make any sense. The exclusive negotiating agreement doesn't expire until February of next year. All Fortress and Lott have to do is go to the city council and ask for an extension. And if I were them, I would start making noise about doing that. So Crawford says, if that happens, would the Raiders have to file for relocation all over again? No, they wouldn't. You have to remember something. The relocation vote and the resolution that approved it does not say you have to leave. It basically gives the Raiders a market foot in two camps, Oakland and Las Vegas. Even if it leaves Oakland, the Raiders would still have rights to the Oakland market unless the NFL by resolution takes them away. And the only way the NFL would do that is if the league granted an expansion franchise the right to fill that void. Okay? That hasn't obviously happened. It's the Raiders market to stay in, and that's it. There's no vote that has to happen. Okay? So, it's, Steve Macy says, that's my Rosemary anniversary, 5/16, what a gift that would be. And Eric Guerrero says 8 months or so. That's, yeah, 5/16, that's about right. 5/16. Now, there's some people who claim that it's April 17th. I looked through the Southern Nevada Tourism and Investment Act, and I didn't see that date. So I saw a resuscitation of the parameters that create the date, and I came up with May 16th. If you measure it, and here's where people make the mistake, okay? The reason why they get the April 17th date is because they assume that everything kicked in on October 16th when the Nevada legislature approved the deal for the Raiders to come to Las Vegas, right? But no, the ordinance specifically states that the deal kicks in when the Clark County Stadium Authority approves it. That's when everything is okay, if you will, all right? But not the legislature. If you use the date of the legislature, yeah, then it's April 17th when everything has to revert to UNLV, or excuse me, UNLV has the option of taking over the deal. But if you use that date, then you're making a mistake, because that's not the date. It's actually November 17th. That was the day that Clark County approved the deal that the Nevada legislature ratified, the SNTIA, the Southern Nevada Tourism and Infrastructure Act. Okay, so we've got Wiggle says they're better off this. The Chargers are definitely better off in San Diego. I was talking to a couple of Chargers fans. The Chargers are really better off downtown. Okay, they are majorly better off downtown. And as to whether or not that'll happen, they need $600 million. And they need it, I would say $300 million from the NFL, and another $300 million perhaps from TOT. So they have to go back to the hoteliers, on their knees and ask for help. Okay? And yeah, I'm saying that's exactly what the Chargers are going to have to do, because they have to make nice to the hoteliers down there, particularly the downtown people and the Comic-Con associated people, all over again. Now, can they do it? Yeah, they can do it. They can do it. All right? There's a faction that wants to do it. Rick Rice says, if we go to the NFL owners' fall meeting to protest, should we take a knee or link arms? What's there to protest? I mean, look, there's nothing to protest. It's not, there's not a situation that is such that your Raider fans should be, in New York, protesting at the league headquarters at 345 Park Avenue. You don't have to do that, okay? So why do that? All right. Hey folks, I will be the San Diego sign guy and planning another flyover. Yeah. Hey folks, I'll be back because they got. Hold on a second. I think they got. Yeah, maybe not. Thank God. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hey folks, I'll be back in 8 minutes, okay? 8 minutes. I'll be back in 8 minutes. I'm not gonna shut down the live stream. I'll be back, all right? Okay, so I'm back. Yeah, it's better. I thought that might work. Whatever happened, it's actually better. And so, yeah, and so I'm at the Glen Park station at 2901 Diamond here in San Francisco, okay? Yeah. So basically the story is that the Raiders are going to be, as I told you before the NFL approved the deal, the Raiders are going to be staying in Oakland, and I said the deal is going to fall apart, and now Jason Cole from Bleacher Report came on today and confirmed exactly what I've been telling people for years. I mean, for months. And again, there are $1.15 billion worth of costs that have been foisted upon the Raiders in Las Vegas that they don't have to deal with here in the Bay Area in Oakland, okay? So that's the story. And that's the story. Let's see here. And let's see, it's still buffering. Actually, I'm getting a clear signal. Welcome to Zenny62 Live. I'm from the Glen Park station, and I'm at a window. If you could check outside, see, ta-da. All right. Put a bug in what is normally a San Francisco 49er bar, and we're talking about the Raiders news that the Las Vegas deal is falling apart. As I told everybody, even if they wouldn't listen, that it was falling apart. All right. So that's exactly what's going on. So yeah. And if you're wondering what I'm having, folks, this is a coffee. This is a coffee with foam in it. Okay. It's a coffee with foam. It's Tuesday night, and it's 10:09 Pacific Standard Time. So, hey John, you think it's smart too? Yeah, this is a nice neighborhood. Take a look. You've got, all right. See, that's it. And, like I said, it's been years since I've been here. I've been out of town a lot, but the owner passed away, and it's different. I think the daughter's running it now, or something like that. Okay, but it's a cool place. It's a cool place. So, John, you're just in Kelso, Washington. Just 300 miles north? Come on down, man. Yeah, it's not going anywhere soon. We haven't fallen in the water at all. Hey, it was nice of Jason Cole to chime in and basically confirm, what I've told people and shown people by calculations for months. And remember, prior to the NFL meeting, I told everybody, even if they wouldn't listen, that the deal wasn't going to work. Okay? I said that straight out. The deal wasn't going to work. All right? So, and that's just it. Now, the other question is, I think you raised the issue regarding Inglewood. I think it's only a matter of time before the Chargers leave. I think Stan Kroenke wants the money for himself. I think he has enough. The way that deal was structured down there, it's mixed development, and the development will create revenue that they helps pay for the stadium, okay? So All right. But see, it's not a relocation. Something else. Oh, in terms of the Raiders are already in Oakland. They already have the Oakland market. The resolution did not say that the Raiders had to leave Oakland. So I'm making that understood for everybody to remember. The Raiders have put in 2 camps. One camp in Oakland, the other in Las Vegas for now. Okay? And look, even if they quit the deal, guess what? The NFL, because of the NFL resolution, the Raiders still have the rights to the Vegas market. They can still claim those rights, all right? So the Raiders can put it off now, and maybe if things don't go well in Oakland, they can turn back, and then they can revisit Vegas, okay? So, all right? Oh, you're coming back to Oakland. Okay, I get you, John. I get you. So, but anyway, it's good news. I think it's great news, actually. It's great news. So, hey, where are the Vegas people? Where are my Las Vegas trolls tonight? I haven't seen the trolls around. Where are the trolls? Have you seen them? I haven't seen them. I think they're a little salty tonight. Oh, I know what the problem is as far as their connection. Oh, you squashed all the trolls? Thank you very much, John Marks. I appreciate that. Thank you for squashing the trolls. The trolls must be squashed at all costs. It's like, remember that giant monster movie, Destroy All Monsters? All right. So, but also the San Francisco Chronicle should have credited me because I broke that story 3 weeks before anybody else did. They're a bunch of shysters, okay? They're unethical. That's why I say I'm a blogger and not a journalist, because journalists are unethical and they're crappy, okay? And I don't, people that put their labels up as like, oh, I'm a journalist. Oh yeah, you go be a journalist and steal from other people, because that's what they did. SF, the local blogs, they will quote me if I break something. I like these guys. All right. Hey, Eric Madison. Eric says, Cindy, congrats on breaking the story. Thank you very much. With the Raiders, you deserve more credit. Hey, thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. Thank you. And Rick Rice says, hey, Cindy, why'd you pick the loudest place in Oakland? Well, I'm not in Oakland. And when I walked in, it was actually half as loud. And all of a sudden, I swear to God, as soon as I walked in, I bought my Irish coffee. A bunch of people came in behind me. So it was like, hey, what can I do, right? So I'm in San Francisco. This is a great place, all right? Yeah, I'm in San Francisco. But take a look, see? All right? It's just the way the place is designed, all right? It's not, not noisy at all, all right? It's just the way the place is designed. Rick Rice says I retract my statement. Statement retracted, not a problem. And hey, not only that, you notice I moved a little bit away from the wall here, right there, right? Okay? Because my connection was lousy over there. Oh, by the way, there's a fantastic taqueria. If you ever come to this area, there's a fantastic taqueria next door in that direction. The burritos are fantastic. As I remember, and they're huge. You can get a carne asada that's out of this world, man. It's something else, okay? So, Rick Rice says, I digress. I think I might get one. Where are my Vegas trolls? It is a 49ers. Well, you say it's a 49ers bar, but I don't see anybody around here with 49er garb. I don't, maybe. Hey, excuse me.
Would have business with.
Let's find out. He's got a Giants hat on. I was going to ask the bartender. He's got a Giants hat. Yeah. Hey, it's a Niner bar. you consider this a 49er bar? Yeah, it's a Niner bar. My viewers are asking, like, it's a Niner bar. Yeah, it's a Niner bar, okay? It's a 49er bar. So yeah, so there you go. So Rick Rice says, sound is way better when you turn the camera around. Oh, you mean like this? Like that? Oh. Well, I can see my face, and I can't, you know, there's no viewfinder the other way, all right? So, did I talk to the guy in Vegas about the Raiders making enemies? Yeah, I did talk to him once on, you're talking about Stanley Washington. I talked with Stanley Washington on Monday, but I didn't follow up since then. I said I was going to follow up with him later in the week, but I haven't had a chance to really do that, all right, at all. Yeah, so, but he was nice enough to tell me, and he's given me a lot of information, but Stanley Washington did not know about the problem, okay? Thanks, appreciate that very much. But Stanley Washington didn't know at all, okay? At all. So, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, oh, what did SF Cron do? The San Francisco Chronicle basically tried to act like they broke a story that I broke 3 weeks prior. And basically they went to the same people, and what they did was they said, well, let's follow up on Zinni's story. But let's not credit Zinni. By contrast, when I'm the only person to interview Celeste Guap. Who's Celeste Guap? She's Jasmine Asbelin at the center of the Oakland sex scandal. All right, there were 3 blogs, 3 that actually quoted me and actually showed the video. Okay, so my point is, they are classy enough to say, hey, look, you know what? You did break the story, but the Chronicle didn't do that, and neither did the Las Vegas Review-Journal, all right? So both of them are highly unethical, crappy, racist, white supremacist type media people, all right? I'm just saying straight out, they're awful people. And yeah, can I sue the Chronicle for that? I'll find out. I mean, they've done it before, all right? But that's what, to repeat, that the Chronicle stole my story, and they did not credit me. They didn't even say, hey, look, Zinni Abraham broke this story 3 weeks ago. And here's confirmation of what Mr. Abraham put out twice, on September 6th and September 10th. The Chronicle is a crappy organization that fears me. All right, and it's known. I can tell you a ton of stories, but they stole my story, and I'm going to flog them for it. The Chronicle's full of shit, and you heard me say it just like that. And I'm glad their subscriptions are going down, just like that. All right. So now, hey, thanks for the compliment, and thank you guys for your